Hi Dana, this is Amanda with Digital Velocity and SEO, and here is the screencast video that I told you that I would record for you. So first off, before we go into your website, I wanted to kind of take you by your Google business listing here. So I saw that you're doing some sponsored, you're doing some pay-per-click ads here. You came up quite a few times when I was searching for different things, so that's good. But your Google business listing, there's some things that you left out here. Usually there's like a question and answer area for people to ask you questions about your business, and if they're not asking you questions, you can go ahead and ask and answer your own questions. So that's something that you're missing on here. I don't know if you have social media at this point, but you can link your social media to your Google business listing now, and that's really important. So if you do have any social media, that's another thing that needs to be listed. You need some more reviews here. I know you're a new business and reviews are kind of a pain in the butt, but they're very important for your Google business listing. And also, I can't show you on this because you can't see it unless you're logged into your dashboard, but so like this is my business here. So once you're logged into your dashboard, you can see like edit products, edit services. So this is going to be a really important part for your Google business listing too, is listing all the services that you provide and having definitions for each one of them too. So for each service you'll have your service description here. This is a really important part for your Google business listing as well. And you could put your products in here, saying like airplane rentals could be considered a product, so you could put that in here. So there's just some fine-tuning to be done to your Google business listing, and there's several different places on a web page that you can get into when you search for something. So like if I search for Flight Training Olympia, there's what's called the Google map pack, which is this 3 or 4 listings here with the map. And then there's the organic section, which is what's down below. So this is where your website comes into play, but this is where your Google business comes into play. And you can be in both sections, which is ideal, because some people only search in this section and some people only search in this section. But to be in this map pack section, you would need the optimized Google business listing. That's 50% of the ranking. And then the other 50% of the ranking is what's called citations. So that's going to be your name, address, and phone number as it's listed here on Google in different search directories across the web. So places like Yext, Yellow Pages, BBB, Facebook, anywhere that there is a business directory listing. And what we do when we work with somebody on their website is we require for us to optimize this listing and to do your citations. It's actually part of the package that we put together because they are so important and they go hand in hand. So yeah, that's kind of how you get into the map pack. To get into the organic listings down below, that's where your website comes into play. And I'm not sure where your website's built. I didn't look that up, but we only work with WordPress sites. So if your site's not built on WordPress, then we would need to rebuild it on WordPress, for the simple fact that it's the only place that you can access. It's the only website platform that you can access everything that you need to access to be able to optimize for the search engines. You can't do so on things like Wix, Squarespace, GoDaddy sites, anything like that. You're not able to access the things you need to be able to optimize. So depending on where your site's built, we might need to rebuild that. And so the most important thing here is content, because content's going to give you the opportunity to target what's called keywords. So keywords are the things that people are going to type into the Google search bar to be able to find you. And looking at the back end of your website here, I plugged into a tool that I use called Ahrefs. I'll show you. Gosh, this thing's so annoying. So here's your website. This is the back end of it. You're not showing up in any AI searches right now. The UR and the DR score are basically the trust that Google has in you, that you are who you say you are, and you do what you say you do, and the power that's being driven to your site. You drive power to your site through what's called backlinks. Backlinks are basically any link that's on another website that leads back to your website. So this would be like a blog post where they were talking about, flight renting, aircraft in Olympia, and that author had a link that led back to your website. If it's what's called a do follow link, then that means that that website is telling Google that it's okay for them to share their power with you. So you have 47 backlinks right now coming from 43 different websites. I don't know let's see what your backlinks look like if you've got do follows or no follows. So let's see. This is a pretty good backlink. Not all backlinks are created equal. There's a lot of spammy backlinks that are not going to provide you any power. So it's really important to get, niche relevant links that, they have something to do with your business and not just any old link. So these are all no follows, which is why you don't have a lot of power going to your website. So yeah, see, these are all no follows. So you need to get some do follows in here to be able to get that power to drive the keywords up once you have keywords. So the keywords go into the content on your website, like I was kind of explaining before. And it looks like you have 0 keywords right now. So that's why you're not showing up, for any searches really right now. And you're not getting any traffic. So basically you can have like 1 keyword per 125 words of regular content on your website. So, the more content, the more opportunity you have to target those keywords without doing what they call keyword stuffing, which is putting too many keywords in not enough content. And Google really doesn't like that. So if they see you doing that, they'll sandbox your site, which just basically means that it will sit there and it will not rank at all. So having that kind of delicate balance between keywords and regular content is really important. Building out pages, again, is, important because you're able to, get more content out there, and target more keywords. So looking at some of your competition here in the area, this is, Safety in Motion, and it looks like they got pretty low URDR scores too. They do have a bit of backlinks, which is, probably, it's giving them a little bit of power. So I'm pretty sure that these are mostly no follow links with a few do follow links that are providing that 7 power, and this goes up to 100. So but they are showing up for 216 keywords, and they're getting like 1,800 traffic per month, it looks like. I think that's what it said. Yeah, 1,800 traffic per month. So from their keywords, you can see here, what we're kind of looking for is more location-specific keywords so that it's driving in traffic from areas that are more likely to convert for you since, they're local. But it does look like they're getting a lot of traffic from India for Pilot Day. But, these kind of things, this is where we go in and we, evaluate each keyword and we see, is this really bringing you the traffic that's going to convert for you? So Pilot Day, is that something that we want to target for you? Probably not, because it's not really going to bring in converting traffic, or maybe it is, that would be kind of something that we could discuss. But, so like I said, we're looking for more, this like location specific stuff. So this is their business name. So there's 150 people searching for their business name per month. They're getting 47 of those traffic, and they're in the 2nd position. So let's see here if we can find like an actual location. Here we go. Safety in Motion Olympia. That's a location specific word. So there's 40 people searching for that. They're getting 15 and they're in the 1st position. So Flight School, hold on. Olympia Flight School, that would be a good one. So just kind of going through all of their keywords, and then also we do regular keyword research to find any kind of missing keywords that maybe they're not showing up for too. So we kind of just take theirs and we do it better. We find the missing spots that they're not ranking for as well and get you ranking for those keywords too. So looking at another one of your competitors here, I just pulled up I kind of searched like aircraft rental Olympia, and I searched for flight training Olympia, and these are the competitors that I pulled up, and it was kind of the same with both of them. So I kind of just pulled up the ones that I thought were relevant. So this is Spanaflight. It looks like they're not really getting a whole lot of traffic. They don't have very many keywords, which is why they're not getting that traffic. They do have a little bit more power, they do have a little bit more that Google knows who they are. Their power is pretty lacking too, but let's see, looking at another one. These people are getting 69. This is helicopterflightschool.com. They're getting 69 traffic per month. They've got 31 keywords. Backlinks, they're about the same with power as the first one. So yeah, I mean, all these places, they could all use some help, honestly. But, you know, to get you an SEO campaign going, it would basically be going in to do that keyword research to find the keywords that we would want to get you ranking for that are going to bring you in traffic that is going to convert for you. So that's kind of, you know, the gist of things and what I wanted to show you here. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. If you would like to take the next step, it's just a 15 to 20 minute phone call with me so that I can get some more information from you to be able to build you a proposal that will give you all the pricing and stuff for everything needed. So yeah, I hope you found this helpful, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.